Bailey, what should I do? David still hasn't come to the wedding venue yet. I'm not able to get a hold of him, and both his family and friends are saying they have no clue what happened to him.
Sam, calm down, please.
I can't, because today is the day of our freaking wedding. David's little brother even went over to David's place to see what could have happened to him, but he wasn't there either. What am I going to do if he got into an accident or something?
Go ahead and cancel your wedding, please. There can't be all that many guests there yet, right? You need to ask them to have it canceled right now so that you don't upset everyone who comes.
But there's still a chance that David will be here soon.
There's no chance of that.
Why would you say something like that? Maybe he's just gotten into a bit of trouble somewhere and will be a bit late today?
I don't think that's the case with him, LOL, because currently, David is over here with me, which means he won't be going to that wedding today.
What? Wait, what did you just mean by that?
I just said that David is over here with me at my place. He told me that he wants to get married to me instead of you. With that all being said, you'd better hurry up and cancel that wedding of yours as soon as possible. You wouldn't want to waste any more of your time or anyone else's time there, right?
Bailey, what are you talking about right now? You're lying about all that, right? I'm sorry, but right now is not the time to be joking about those things.
The thing is, though, I'm not joking. You really are so dull, Sam, LOL. You never even realized the kind of relationship him and I had with one another, LOL.
Are you actually being serious about that?
I am. Him and I have been together for over a year now.
Why? Then why the hell did David even propose to me in the first place? None of this makes any sense right now.
I think at that time, he was more in love with you than me, right? But I guess while he'd been meeting with me behind your back, he fell further and further in love with me, LOL.
I literally don't understand any of this. Why did he ask you to marry him? Was he the one that asked you first? Was he the one that moved on to you first? Don't tell me that he's forcing you to do any of this, right?
You really think I'm being forced to be with him? And when it comes to who started all of this, it was me, LOL.
What?
By the way, when it comes to all of your ex-boyfriends, I had relationships with them as well behind your back. I mean, look, my face is so much better than yours, right? That's why when I just asked them out lightheartedly, they immediately would come to me and become my boyfriends. I'm sorry, but this is just how love works, LOL.
How could you? Ever since we were little, you and I have been together as friends. I thought that you and I were so close that we could talk about anything with one another.
Well, that's because we're longtime friends. We both grew up in the same neighborhood, and our parents were close friends with one another. We both heard a lot about one another because our parents would always be talking about one another, right? You could call us longtime friends, but really, we were only close because of them.
But even after becoming adults, you and I have hung out together, gone on vacations together. What were all those things we did together meant to represent?
I just had some free time, and that's why I tagged along with you. And I guess longtime friends can be considered close friends at times. Also, all the rest of your friends were off getting married and things like that, right? Which only left you with someone like me, since you probably didn't want to talk about their kids and such.
But to me, I thought of you as my best friend who I'd been around all my life.
And that's what makes you such a pure girl. It's because you still see things like that that you just had your fiancé stolen from you while you're in your 30s, LOL.
Did you and him already have plans to get married when you came to help me with my wedding? You knew that someday this wedding would have to be canceled?
About that, actually. When I was helping you work on your wedding, I was thinking about what him and I would be doing after getting married. Him and I are planning to move out of the city and away from everyone we know. So actually, while they're all still around, can you tell his family and friends to all forget about him ever existing for me? I mean, most people will see what we're doing as wrong, right? That's why we both have been planning on cutting ties to everyone we know.
Do you think that what you're doing is the right thing?
Well, what do you think I should be doing? Do you think if we apologize to everyone for this, they will all forgive us and celebrate our love?
I know that won't happen.
Listen, Sam, inside of my belly right now is David's baby. So could you please just leave him and I and the love we share alone? Us pregnant women are delicate and shouldn't have to fight over things. Now, I don't think you and I will ever be meeting again. So good luck to you. And thank you so much for introducing me to a man with both a good education and a great job, LOL. I think this is the best present I've ever gotten from you, and I am so happy because of it, LOL.
Sam? So you still never went and blocked me after all that happened? LOL.
What? Is this you, Bailey?
Yup, it's me again. It has been 10 years now since I last saw you.
And what the hell do you want with me now?
Actually, just a second ago, I saw you. You were wearing your suit and were walking down the street, right? Well, I laughed when I saw you like that, LOL. I know you told me before that you never had any interest in things like brand goods, but you were carrying a very high-end bag in your hand as you walked, right? Since money is the only way you can make yourself look good anymore, you must have really worked hard to get that thing, LOL. Are you still single after having your fiancé stolen from you a decade ago? Must really suck to be you then, LOL.
I have 3 kids now, though.
Huh? You have 3 kids? LOL. You really don't have to lie about yourself to me, LOL.
I'm not lying about that, though. Remember that it's been a decade now since the last time you and I saw one another.
I get that it's been 10 years now, but no matter how I think about it, there's no way you have 3 kids, LOL. Back then, you were already in your 30s, so that would mean you had all your kids late, right? Sure, it would be one thing if you had a single kid, but 3 of them is way too much, LOL. If you really did find someone else to love and have kids with, that would mean you had some of them in your 40s, right?
2 years after what happened then, I had my first kid.
What?
I never did want to find love again after you had taken David from me, nor did I want to get married. But when I went overseas for work, I ran into a really nice man there, and that started a new chapter in my life with the real man of my dreams.
Oh, I guess you had no chance with anyone from the US. But if you went out to Asia, then I'm sure some man would have bitten, LOL.
They're an American, though.
Then are they some kind of homeless man or something? Or better yet, a failed influencer that got stuck overseas and became homeless? Are you sure you'll be alright with him? I'm sure they only married you for money of all things, LOL.
Not at all, because they're the one making way more money than me. They work for a very large company at the moment and are in a very good position there.
Listen, I don't care how tough it is for you to deal with hearing from me again. It's not okay to lie about yourself like that. So please stop all of that right now. Tell me, where could you find a man that makes a lot of money who is willing to marry a woman who is still single in her 40s? David was your very last chance at having someone decent to marry, and you dropped the ball then, right? There is no way you found anyone better than him since he came with me.
I don't really care if you believe me or not, because I am very happy with the life I have now and don't think I'll ever be seeing you again. Yeah, sure. But someone who ends up marrying a man with a lot of money shouldn't be working themselves currently, right? So you give it up trying to act all tough like that right now. The reason you saw me walking down the street in my suit just a second ago is because I had a meeting with some people my husband is involved with for realty. You used to be so much better put together in the past, but now that you had David stolen from you by me, have you gone completely mad? I'm really sorry about that. But seeing that you're still trying your best at whatever kind of work you're doing, I feel a little better now. The only thing you have left after all is work, right? I really do not care how you misinterpret what I'm saying, but to me, it seems you're not really that happy at all. Like, you're giving off this aura of jealousy, and that's why you're wanting to put me down now. Huh? I'm the one who is a housewife at the moment, and with my kid being so cute and successful, I feel like I'm on top of this world, lol. Just the other day, I was with all of my family on vacation at a 5-star resort on the beach. Ah, that's right. My little girl has a really good-looking face. So pretty soon here, she's going to be starting her modeling career, lol. Is that right? Glad to hear that. Well, I have some more plans to get to now. Ah, so you still haven't finished with your work yet, huh? Hey Sam, here is some advice from someone who has been happily married for the past 10 years. If you were to become a bit more open and honest about yourself, I think you could still find someone who would take you as their wife. If you don't start realizing that soon, you are going to be single for the rest of your life. Now, if you don't want to start losing all chances with not only men, but your friends as well, it's time to fix that depressing attitude of yours. Have a good one now, lol. Excuse me, Sam? Are you living in the same exact condo building as my favorite band's vocalist? Wait, what's all of this about? Hey, I'm asking you whether or not you're living in that condo building right now. I don't know who that vocalist is that you're talking about right now, and even if I did know who they are and where they're living, I wouldn't want to tell you anything about me. So wait, are you living in a large condo building right now, though? I have no reason to answer a question like that for you, right? What the hell is all of this even about? It's not like someone of your type would believe what I have to say anyway. I had a look at your Instagram account. I couldn't see your face or anything in the post, but it was a post of you with an old dog of yours. You posted that not too long ago, right? And what does my post have to do with anything? So you really are living up there. You really did get married to a man with a lot of money. I never married him because of the money he has, though. And you do really have 3 kids at the moment. I told you that before. That's what I said before you've replied with more rude things about my life and I just assumed that you were trying so hard to act all tough. Unlike someone else here with me, I never ever lie about myself or others. Sam, I was actually wanting to apologize to you the last time I reached out. No, you're lying about that, right? I thought you were just trying to fight with me again because that's literally how you started off the whole conversation and ended it. I'm sorry about that too. I was just jealous of seeing you walking around with that high-end bag in hand. I know that a lot of what I said to you then was not nice of me. Not nice at all. So I wasn't wrong about that aura you were giving off then. Why though? Why are you so jealous of me? You told me yourself that you're on top of the world right now with David and your daughter, right? And you said that your family all went to stay at a 5-star resort on the beach, right? And that your daughter is about to start modeling now, right? That was all a lie. I'm currently living in a really old and run-down apartment, and I don't actually have any children. Really? So you were never able to give birth to that baby? No, both of David's parents stole my baby from me. Things were all fine and dandy after getting married and while I was carrying our kid. But soon after that, it was discovered that David had been embezzling money from his company and he lost his job there. I then got all stressed out because of that and stopped taking care of our baby for some time. And not long after that, when his parents found out what had been going on, they came and took my baby. Now both of his parents are the ones raising her.
I feel so bad for your kid.
Well, currently, she is with them still and living a really good life under their caring eyes. I don't think she even knows who David and I are. When that all started to happen, I was going on 40 and there wasn't a single thing I could do. And now I'm still with David, married and all, but every single day is so difficult for us. David is having such a hard time finding good work for himself, and I'm trying my best at my part-time job, but every time I get paid, that money gets used up immediately. At this point in time, I have no idea what I should be doing anymore.
Is that so? Well, as long as you just sit there crying about it, nothing is going to change and life will forever be difficult for you. So the only thing I can really say to you is to try your best. Now, I have plans for brunch with my family, so I'm really sorry to have to say this at such timing, but could you stop texting me now? The only reason I ever forgot to block you anyway was because so many other things had happened that I completely forgot to, and that's how you were able to get in touch with me again a month ago.
Wait a second. If you're going out to eat with your family now, that means your husband is with you currently, right?
He is?
Your husband is working for a really good company currently, right? Can you guys figure out a way to get David a job there? Or could you at least have your husband get him in touch with another company which is hiring?
Not happening. I'm sorry, but with the education and work experience that David is lacking, I'm not sure any of the companies my husband knows would hire him. And what even makes you think that I'd want to do something like that for the both of you monsters in the first place? Don't tell me that you've forgotten already what you all did to me in the past. Or have you?
I think that back then I was a real idiot. Because I ran off with your fiancé on your wedding day, I lost all of my family, my friends, everyone. There is not a single person for me to rely on now. Both David and I only have one person left, and that's you. Please, I'm sure that if the company is good enough, David will do everything that he can to work there.
Even if you lost all your friends and family back then, it's been 10 years now, which means you've had to have had made new friends since then, right? Maybe you don't though, because you never bothered to care about anyone besides yourself, and that's why you're all alone.
If nothing happens to help us out of here, then we won't be able to carry on much longer.
So what you're telling me is that you don't think the both of you can do anything else for yourself. Maybe you can't do anything else because you don't care to. Isn't it David's fault that he's not working another job right now? And if you are lacking money at the moment, isn't that because you guys aren't working together to save any of it? I'm sure that things don't become easier as you get older, but if you both were to go out and actually try when it comes to finding good jobs, then I'm sure you'd find something and would be just fine right now.
I'm really sorry. I am so sorry for having stabbed you in the back and broken your heart.
It's way too late for you to be apologizing about all of that now, you know. Also, I am happy with the life I have now because of what happened back then, so I don't need your apologies.
And to me, the one who I could trust and rely on the most was you, Sam, my longtime best friend.
I thought you said to me back then that we were only friends because of our parents' relationship, right? So why should I even bother to help you now? Honestly, I think this is really it between you and I, so I'm going to block you now. Goodbye. Bailey began attacking me online, spreading lies and blaming me for David's embezzlement. Though some comments were easy to ignore, others damaged my reputation, causing followers to leave and rumors to spread. A lawyer advised blocking her and starting fresh, but the harm was done. When I pursued legal action, Bailey and David claimed they couldn't pay. David even begged to come back, which I rejected and blocked him. They divorced and vanished. Now I live overseas with my loving husband and kids, grateful for those who supported me. I'm finally at peace, focused on our future and eventual retirement.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.